What is up, everybody? So we are back. I wanted to talk about the 5 lug swap. I know we were talking about doing that for a video. Obviously, when we left off last, you know, we were doing the oil cooler. Anyway, this is it installed. I didn't post a video about that, so I just wanted to do that real quick. As you can see, the oil cooler is sitting behind the grill. Looks nice, neat, tidy. Lines are ran, everything is good. So you guys have probably seen that if you've been following the past videos. No oil leaks. Gonna drive it for a little bit and keep an eye on it, make sure everything's good, nothing's chafing on it. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Been driving this pretty hard, and it's been doing a fantastic job keeping the oil temperature in check. But really, what I wanted to do this video was, I know we had talked about the 5 lug swap. Obviously, um, either you like it or you don't. But I got my Inky RPF ones 5 lug swap. Everybody knows about these cars. They come with the 6 lug, 6x115. This is a 5x1 14.3, 18 by 8.5 inch wide wheel. And yeah, the Inky RPF one's very light, very durable. And I just love the look of this wheel. I think it fits very well with this profile of car, and decided why not. So anyway, if you want a look like this, or any your own look for that matter, if you want a 5 lug, and that's a lot of the questions that I got was about, like, hey, how do you 5 lug swap? What I have here is basically, on the left is our OEM CTSV rotor, and these are front rotors, by the way. On the right is our base CTS rotor. Okay. Of course, we have a base CTS hub. This is an old hub, and I'll get to that in a second. That's an old hub that I had on my first 5 lug setup. And this is the original 6x115. Okay. The reason why I pulled both these hubs out, because I just wanted to show how identical these things are, and why I think this, to me personally, is by far probably the easiest swap to do going this route. The hub bore is the same exact size when you look at the rotor and or the hub. Okay, they're the same exact size. I believe it was like 70.3 or something like that. I can't remember it right off the top, but looking at it right here, and again, these are both front hubs. Okay, same thing, pretty identical, exactly the same. It's just one is a 5 lug, one is a 6 lug. Obviously this is a 5x115 and 6x115. Okay, so the plug, obviously it's all the same. It's a 2-pin prong for your plug, exactly the same. Just one is 5 lug, the other is 6. Some people have asked me, it was like, well, how does it fit if you have a 114.3 and your hub is a 5x115? If you really look at it, 115 and 114.3, you're talking about less than a millimeter difference. So you're not going to see that. Okay, you're not going to see that. You're not going to feel that or nothing like that. Okay. Now what I did was I got a base CTS rotor from the junkyard. Okay, 03 to 07, a base CTS rotor. Okay, and then of course, this is an old rotor that I've had laying around. I'm glad I had it laying around to do this video. But basically what I did for what we got on here now is I took this rotor, okay, and I kind of just, line it up as close as possible. I forgot what I used. There was something that I used to kind of keep this hub bore the same, but basically what I did from here, and as you can see, some of these holes, actually go into some of the ones that are already open. But I took like a wax pencil and I marked them. I just marked them all, the ones that I had. Pulled the rotor off. Had one of those drill starters. I can't remember the name of it, the technical name, but anyway, you would mark it with your, it's like a spring loaded. I forgot the name of it. I'm having a brain fart right now. But anyway, and that's how I did it. Mark it, pull the rotor off, and I went to town, man. I drilled it. So you want to keep it as steady as possible, as straight as possible. Now, if that's a little sketchy for you, and I understand some people like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm sure there are a lot of machine shops out there that can do that for you. You can use this as a template, or say, I just need a 5x1 14.3. I just want my rotors re-drilled. I know some guys use a drill press, and that's fine, but I'm just trying to show you everything as the most basic stuff that you can use. I just use a regular drill that I got from Harbor Freight. I got some bits that are good for cutting, the material here, and I just try to keep it as straight as possible. Now, some holes, and it's okay, are going to be larger than what they are right now, and that's fine. And the reason why that's fine is because on this car in particular, these rotors is hub centric and not lug centric. So that means that everything here is going to ride on the hub. And I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. So, see, so there's no stress on the lugs. All that, and when you have it on the side, of course, it's going to be on here. Same for here, right? So obviously, when you have the wheel mounted on, properly torqued, then you're good to go. Okay, and I've had zero issues with my setup. Now, do pay attention with whatever wheel that you have, and of course, the hub bore on the wheel is going to be different from what you got. So you need to get the necessary, I forgot what they're called. I think they're spacer rings that go on the back of the wheel, like a little black, or sometimes they're aluminum. And essentially what happened is that ring will sit right here. And what that does when you set your wheel on your hub spindle or whatnot, it's going to keep it centralized. Okay, of course you torque it down properly. Okay, so and that's basically the gist of it. Like I said, it's not hard. I think you get a lot of questions about it, and for me, it's like, man, we don't have to reinvent the wheel when we do this. Oh, excuse my mic. We don't have to reinvent the wheel when we do this. So there are other options on how to do it. I know Creative Steel offers a pretty damn good kit that's pretty bolt-in, and that's pretty awesome. The I want to say it's a downside, but the cost with that is that you have to get, I think, 2010 to 2015 Camaro SS rotors. And the reason for that is because in the rear with our parking brake, you can't use the stock V rotors with the hubs that they give you. So you have to run the Camaro SS rotors, and then on top of that, you have to get the parking brake. Another good reason staying with the stock stuff and the OEM stuff is that you can retain your parking brake. Some people, it doesn't matter to them. Some maybe 5-lug, they may be drifters, stuff like that. They probably don't need the parking brake or whatnot. But for street cars, if you need a parking brake, especially to pass, I don't know, inspection and stuff like that, you need it. Okay, so again, when you stay with the OEM rotors and the only thing you're really modifying is the rotors, then that's, to me, it just simplifies the installation. And as you can see, side by side, base CTS rotor, base CTS hub, CTSV hub, okay, and there are identical to the T. Is just one is 5-lug, the other is 6. So I went this route. This is how I did it. It was the most simplest, easiest way and most cheapest way to do it. Now, going to this hub, I will say that you need to make sure that you don't get cheap hubs. I got a cheap hub. Okay, when you get a cheap hub, what'll happen? They'll wear out prematurely. Okay, so if you get some hubs, I bought some eBay specials and whatnot, so I learned my lesson. Got some good quality hubs from the parts store. Got warranties with them and stuff like that. So when you do that, just make sure that you get a good quality hub, or else you'll be like me and changing them out again. So all 4 corners got new hubs. Okay, but yeah, that's basically what it is, guys. If you guys have any questions about it, again, you can message me, let me know, mention it in the comments. But like I said, if your desire is to 5-lug swap, and that was one of the things I really wanted to do with this car, was 5-lug swap, and I mean, it just completely changes the look. The OEM wheels are very, very beautiful on these cars, but they're everywhere. It's the same thing. And the same thing with the very few selection of the 6x115. Not to say that those wheels don't look good for the aftermarket wheels. I think the Ford Stars, I think they're beautiful wheels, but again, they all look the same. So I just kind of want something a little different. Again, these wheels are not everybody's cup of tea. It certainly is mine. So this is the route that I went. So if this was helpful to you guys, if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. I have no problem in the comment section, but just go ahead and like, subscribe, share. Give me some ideas for some other videos I'm thinking of. Again, I'm a very busy guy, so I'm trying to do these videos, squeeze them in as much as I can. But if you guys like this, man, I truly appreciate it for the support. And till we talk again, you guys have a good one.